What have we bleached?
Alright, gentlemen, welcome to the Clan Town Hall meeting. So, we've got a couple of things to talk about tonight. So, as a couple of people are aware, we're really working on some new training material. There's been a large outcry for training, and especially given that we got a short break from this last Clan Wars season. And I do mean a short break. It wasn't a whole lot of time to be able to do anything with, and due to life issues, such as job searching, etc., and getting switched over to a graveyard shift, I was kind of scarce. The good news is that transfer is complete. I am now on my graveyard shift, and it's easier for me to be around and doing things. So, that being said, I'm really trying to hit the training hard and fast. We've got some videos that we are creating to complement some terms. So, I have a link for you guys. These are the proposed terms, and you guys can take a look over them, and I will be putting out the training videos to go with them so that people can view them. This is really going to be geared towards newer people coming into the clan so that they've got a general idea going into skirmishes and clan wars as to what is expected and what these terms mean, trying to make that transition easier. On top of that, terms can be added to this as well. Um, Two of them were added by Cash and will be further developing, but this is kind of our base starting line. This is going to become a pretty standardized terminology between all the callers. So this is going to be something that I'm going to incorporate into caller training from this point forward, is that if I'm training you up, I'm going to be looking to this document and these videos and say, use this. This is how you need to be making these calls. It makes it easier for everybody. That being said, we've got a couple of videos. It's going to take a while as I look for volunteers to try and help me in the construction of these videos. So schedules are schedules and they don't always work out. So, but for the most part, they're coming along nicely. Uh, but one of the other topics, and I'm going to hand this off to Hunter for this one, is we've got some news about boxes. Take it away, Hunter.
Okay, hopefully I'm ready for it. I hope it's not something that I don't know about, but basically the box production has been down, so discontinuing the box game for now. Just not really worth it to hand out gold when we're not producing enough, but need to encourage everyone to try to do those scrims, do the advances. It's a good opportunity for you to build up your credits, but for the time being we're not going to be doing any gold in that area.
The other thing that goes on top of that is we need large groups. The best and most efficient way for us to use those credit boosters is to be using the clan-wide credit boosters through a skirmish or a stronghold or even an advance. So if we're not doing those things, then we need to conserve those because those are expensive to create and also time consuming. So that being said, if we get the skirmishes and that participation level back up, then we can start burning more of those boosters. But for the meantime, we will be suspending that as well until we get that participation back up. The other thing is I will be prioritizing trying to make sure that I can get some skirms going, especially on my days off. It's hard for me to do it when I leave in about 2 hours. To get a skirm that's not interfering with clan wars, but if we're not doing them, I will try to make sure to prioritize getting those up and running to give you guys that opportunity for working with boxes, as well as a good opportunity for some of our callers to get extra practice. So, that being said, if we want those boosters to go, then we just up our participation. As you guys know, the alliance went through with G. It's been going quite well for us. We've been basically chipping and delegating battles for them on LZs that they otherwise wouldn't get the ability to, and in exchange, if they win the landing tournament, every once in a while they hand us the property to raise, which increases our gold. They get 20% of the raise from the province, but we still end up with more gold. Otherwise, we generally operate kind of like we were before, earning our gold from our missions. So, that being said, the Alliance has been working them out. We're really happy that that's gone down and G sat down to the table with us. I also want to encourage any new people interested in the calling to step forward and come talk to me and get involved with the upcoming caller training. I'm going to be focusing those training videos first and really solidifying the terms and definitions and getting that set up before I go into the caller training. So I don't have an exact date for you, but I'm really going to be focusing on that. The other thing is that with this training, I'm also going to be removing a couple of things that we have done in the past. So in the past, we've had focus fire training sessions. There are some things that, given the limited time Wargaming is providing us in between seasons, I don't have enough time to focus on some of these smaller issues. Like the focus fire is generally pretty straightforward. I'm going to be eliminating some of those small sessions like that so I can focus on some of the bigger ones like, okay, you're getting pinched by the enemy team. What do you need to do?
Videos, my friend.
Yes.
Make it easy and do as many videos as you can for little stuff like that.
So that way we can focus on, okay, we have a mobility drill. Our mediums need to be driving in this fashion. They need to be working and getting that concept time of, okay, the crash has been called, you need to drive in and then work on that mechanic itself. So that way we're getting a lot of live fire practice time and experience. I can then take sessions and focus on weak point training. And get the big core concepts that people really need rather than spending the time on the little ones. That's pretty much what I've got for you guys right now. Does anybody have anything that they wish to put on the floor? No? Okay. Clan Wars is shaping up.
I don't like these names that you have. Terms. Crash? Does that mean like hard push?
Yes.
So we don't like saying hard push.
It's more a brawl, really, but I don't care what names they pick. We'll just use them.
The names are kind of arbitrary as long as the concept is conveyed and everybody understands what the term means. And I mean, like was said earlier, we can change them if that is desired. However, again, just establishing a standard is the important part out of this. Because the videos, irregardless of whether it's changed from Crash into something else, the videos still convey the same concept. So, that is an option if we want to change some of those terms. But I do realize that we're asking some of our callers to change some of the terminology. The moment that this document came out for general consideration, I started changing my own calls immediately to reflect the verbiage. So, there will be some of that's going to happen with some of our callers, but the important part is to find that verbiage that we can use as the standard. Okay. Does anybody have anything else? Go ahead, Hunter.
I think everybody knows, but tomorrow's event's been canceled or put
User
on
joined
hold.
your channel.
The opposing clan wasn't able to get everyone together for it, so we'll try to find some of their opponents, do some 7-on-7 and fun games and stuff like that.
Very good. Anybody have anything else? No? Okay. That's pretty much what I've got for you guys right now. Again, any comments, concerns, questions, suggestions, ideas, feel free to contact the officer or myself, etc. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this. And And yeah, get ready for Clan Wars up and coming.
Do we have a battle tonight?
We do.
User left
So
your channel.
Fate might have screwed up at 6:15 and sent a delegation but not accept the delegation.